Now, at least I am live, and I bet Jen is there too. But
I'm
Jen
here too.
is updating all of the places that you can find out that we are doing this. For those of you who are not here yet and not listening to me talk about how you're not here yet, this is the JPML Select English commentary. I had forgotten to get my water bottle, so now I'm going to get it and be totally ready. We are commentating on the second half of the third Ranwa final table. And I have forgotten a little bit about how the first half went. I believe we got Sho Shiratori on there. I think we've got Hisato also. It's a pretty high-powered table, and one other
We have
entity here, if I can
Masuda.
remember.
No, not Shoshiro. It's Uchikawa. Kotaro Uchikawa.
Oh, Kotochi.
Ryuichi Masuda. We have Okazaki and Sasaki. Hisato Sasaki.
Pretty high-powered.
Yeah. We did have Sho on another final table earlier, like a couple months ago, but. And also, after today's stream, Garth and I are going to have a meeting about when we're going to stream all of the other final tables that we should be streaming. He doesn't know that. I
Live
volunteered
tables,
him.
you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna have a 20-minute meeting that he didn't know about, and I'm now like guilting him into doing it with me.
All right.
This is
As long as I can
how. Do you see how manipulative I am?
Yeah, well, it's nothing I'm not used to.
At least I'm like charming about it though.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty charming, right? The way I did that.
yeah, it's way more charming than what I'm used
And
to.
when you like admit that you're being manipulative, then it's really hard to be mad at the person because like, well,
It's
that
like extra manipulative.
they're not trying to trick me. They're just how do I interpret this?
Next level manipulation.
Yes, I'm working on that. I'm getting better. I'm leveling up.
I sure am not staying right where I am with as the completely non-influential person I am.
But you are actually influential and doing a what's going on with Mahjong Fight Club these days?
Uh, oh well, yes. I feel feeling a little less influential there too. It is the annual popularity contest, and Garth's popularity is waning. I feel like I'm in the high teens at the moment, if I remember correctly. And
Us?
I'm going to America. Is that what we're talking about with Fight Club?
What? America?
I'm going to America next week so that Riku can go to summer school in
Ah,
Berserkly. So that'd be a whole month of me not playing Fight Club, or at least not regularly. Got to figure out how to do it on
um,
my computer.
yeah, you can just use the and everyone else who wants to vote for Garth, you can use the Kona Station app on your computer. That's how I played most of the time when I was in Fight Club because I had a lot of home responsibilities and it was actually and we get fewer and fewer mahjong like gaming arcades in Japan lately. So it wasn't as easy
Yeah,
for me to get out and play, but yeah, the Kona Station
I think it made a
app.
lot more sense for you, especially since a lot of that was during COVID, and you had to probably guard against extra infections.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I do have an autoimmune disease which makes it hard to be around people sometimes. But so I yeah, you can definitely set that up. I played from America as well when I taken the kids there during the what was that the Vienna tournament, the World Reach Championship, and I had stopped in the U.S. and that was also right in the middle of the voting. So I just played, and actually it kind of worked out because I would play that while everyone else was sleeping, basically, because that was the prime times, and then I didn't have to play when everyone was awake because yeah, I mean I was sleepy, but you know we all know that Jen's always really like working hard and being tired. So
Yes,
it's
we do.
yeah, Wait, that's not the right Okazaki, I don't think. I'm trying to Twitter the people who are on this table.
Yeah, so that'll be the popularity contest going on until mid-September, I believe. So yeah, try to get a few games in here before I leave next week.
Well, I'm just telling you, you can play while you're there.
Yeah, I will probably get some games in while I'm there too, but I will also be busy with summer school probably.
Wait, you have
No,
to go
no.
to summer school too?
Well, and I've got to pick him up and deliver him in Berkeley, which is it's not really next to where either my sister lives or my parents.
Berkeley. Oh, Berkeley's like up that far north. I had no idea where Berkeley was, to be honest.
It's kind of, well, it's East Bay, of course.
No, I didn't even know it was in the Bay Area. I thought it was more like Southern California. I just really had no idea where Berkeley was,
No,
except for California.
it's basically next to Oakland,
Okay.
I think. I didn't, I'm not really used to East Bay either myself.
I didn't know that there was an East Bay. I thought that when you went east, you were definitely no longer in the Bay, because
well, it's
no ocean.
oh yeah, I
in the
guess yeah.
east.
It's not quite like Tokyo Bay, because it's really, I mean, the land really comes together at the Golden Gate Bridge, and then it really opens up into the bay. So it's almost like a lake. I mean, if the land were a little bit closer around where the Golden Gate Bridge is, I mean, you could pretty much just call that a lake
Interesting.
or an estuary, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. So like I mean, once it opens out into the, after you pass the Golden Gate Bridge coming from the ocean, like it goes. I'd say the bay goes at least say 40 miles south down to San Jose, and probably about say 15,
I did learn
20
that
miles
San
north.
Jose was Bay Area when I went to Fremont. Because we went to the Improv at San Jose to watch comedians.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I know. Isn't
Richmond,
it interesting how you think that everybody should know, like, exactly what you're talking about? And I have no idea even where the Golden Gate Bridge is in relation to the Bay or the airport or
Oh.
San Francisco or Fremont. Like, I think I did see I kind of saw the outline of the Golden Gate Bridge before.
Yeah, I guess it's funny that just because that happens to be where I'm not even from there. Actually, I'm from Sacramento, and then for some reason I just sort of assume that everybody has that picture in their heads, and
Nope.
obviously not.
Nope. Also, I don't know how far Sacramento is away from San Francisco. They're pretty,
2 hours.
Okay, and I don't even know which direction. So I could be trying to go to Sacramento and be like end up
It wouldn't be west.
4 hours away from Sacramento.
San Francisco is on the coast. Can't be west. At least you know that.
Damn. Okay, so I won't be using my new canoe then to get to Sacramento.
Sacramento is not in the middle of the ocean. No.
All right.
Halfway to Tahoe.
That's so helpful. Let's get into Mahjong. All right.
There.
And I don't know where Tahoe is, and we don't talk about that activity on our podcast, really, or not our podcast.
Even when it's legal in a place.
Anyway, no, I've never been to Tahoe or Reno, and I think those two are pretty close together, right?
You are correct.
Yes.
Totally nailed that one.
Oh my god. See, all you gotta do is put some casinos there, and some proper casinos there, and I have a tiny clue.
Oh, I'm starting to remember. Uchi had a really nice start in the first game, and then kind of a weak finish at the end of the first game as Okazaki came on strong. And then he just had kind of a run of bad luck. And if I could remember my glasses before things start. Oh my gosh, where did I put them? That's the whole point of buying 5 pairs of glasses. You don't have to really remember where you put them because there's always one sitting somewhere.
Oh, that's a good
And
idea. I'm redesigning my streaming and desk setup. I'm gonna make a glasses spot.
what in the world? What could possibly have happened to 5 pairs of glasses? Well, bathroom.
Well, we got some names up there. So in the north, or in the sorry, the dealer seat, we have Kotaro Uchikawa. Of course, you're reigning a world champion. This was before he won the world championship. In the south seat is Hisato Sasaki, um, basically the god of Mahjong. In the west seat,
Except he's not the god of this game.
well, yeah, not yet. Keigo
He's
Okazaki in the
facing himself.
west seat. And currently in first place is Ryuichi Masuda, who I think is hoping to make this his first sort of big title. Hello, Mr. Rainbow. Welcome to the stream and the chat. I'm Jen. That's Garth. I'm looking for his glasses. It's hard to find him when you don't have your glasses on.
Ah, good point. Except that I mean, they are for old eyes.
Yes, we know. They're for reading glasses, but
Right.
to
So.
ruin someone else's joke. Okay.
Oh, sorry. God, I keep doing that. I think I'd be better at that by this time, but no. What am I studying
I
in my
did it to you too. It's okay. Yes, Demon King. That's true. The Mao.
As long as we're crushing each other's jokes.
Yeah.
Okazaki looked interested in that 4-tile shape that often has some nice stickiness, but he's only one away from ready with the possible double run, so he's kind of sticking to that. Nope, it's not out there. Okazaki, the closest contender to Masuda for first place. Uchi doesn't take that gut shot. Still no Tenpai for Okazaki. And a couple somewhat backfiery draws. Ooh, another Dora. Or Uchi makes a pair of Dora. 4 pairs and some possibly open-ended weights. Makes the hand a bit unwieldy, perhaps. There's another pair and decision time. Pairs or Mentsu? The answer is Mentsu. He's got at least one open-ended right there. Excuse me.
Mentsu would be in groups of 3, especially sequences, and not pairs because
Hisato listens to Jenn and doesn't take the pairs. There's another pair. Wow. We have Toitsu Ba again.
Well, at least this one is in combined with some sequences, and also another Dora would make that a twin sequence, Ipeko. So it's not quite as bad as more pairs.
Boy, these are really annoying pairs.
Hates me. Sometimes it feels like it's like yummy. Yeah, gotta say like.
Yes.
The wall's doing it on purpose to make me feel bad.
I mean, for like everybody else's hand so far, it's serious yummy. Like everything they've thrown then comes back to be like, oh, see, you should have gone this way. Tenpai finally, Hisato gets a non-backfiery draw. There's another pair for Okazaki. Not helpful. And another Dora for Masuda, but he will sort of, man, I guess he's still hedging Tenpai, but she has to throw Dora, but it is a pretty expensive hand, so he's going for it. Hisato would, of course, like to draw his winner for the San Onko. No Tenpai for Masuda. Uchi with the pair weight didn't need to reach. Okazaki pretty much folding now. First chance he gets to give up. It's an aggressive reach from Uchi, who may feel like he needs points, and given Hisato's performance so far, maybe he feels like, okay, Hisato's not crushing it, but he throws his winner there. Ouch. Not too many points, since he didn't draw the winner. Not a crushing defeat for Uchi. Can still come back. Still most of this second game to go. Third game to go, sorry.
Third game, and yeah, the vast majority of the game to go still, actually. Even more than most.
But that is pretty much the first break I remember seeing at all for Hisato so far at this final table. Does that change the wins for him? Dora is the 6 of bamboos. Okazaki and Hisato have one each. This adds a side weight for Masuda. Here's another green dragon, so 2 pairs of value tiles for G. There's another pair. That's 4 pairs for Masuda.
Who shuffled this?
I know. Sato gets rid of one of his pairs. There's another pair.
Like, how do you feel when you get a lot of pairs? Because I know a lot of people in the West are like, they're kind of happy. They like the all pairs hand. It's like a, a shortcut to Haneman. Just need a couple Dora. You're all set.
Right.
How do you feel when you have
Yeah.
a lot of pairs?
So I don't mind it, and I'm starting to wonder if that is perhaps more of a hole in my game than an asset. Since I mean, part of the reason that I tend to like it is I love Suanko. I'm pretty excited to take any chance to go for Suanko. If one of those pairs becomes a triple, I'm instantly like, oh my god, Suanko, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. So I'm probably far too excited in that respect.
I mean, I'm more on that side. If I have pairs, I'm looking at how I can make them triples and not how I can, like, keep the pairs and, yeah.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. Because I don't mind it. So I sure notice it and think, huh, pairs. All right. That's what this is going to be.
Like, I'll even, like, even if I'm not gonna make a Suanko, I'm gonna look at it more for Fu and less for pairs. Like, pairs is only if I accidentally, like, get 5 pairs before a triple. For me.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. I'm gonna start poning pretty soon too. Especially if there's Dora in there. I just feel like it's safer. I feel like aggression is safer.
Yeah, I think yeah, we have really similar play styles. It's just,
I do know that.
That makes me happy.
Mustard could have done Jenn and Garth's playstyle, but he chooses not the triple. Uchi inching towards Tempai and a half flush.
Hello, Xenon. Xenon says I usually cut a third pair. She told us to pass to 3 Gen Shanten. That's right, Mr. Rainbow. Thank you. I'm glad that has caught on. Because if you have 5 pairs, you just need 3 more tiles to for 3 triples, and then you're tenpai for a swan call. And other types of mahjong, I play chitoi. Chitoi doesn't exist, or it's worth much less, so I'm likely biased. At least you're biased on our side, and we think we are on the right side.
Yeah.
Oh, did Garthe take the Mahjong personality quiz? No, I don't think he did.
Oh,
That's
that sounds interesting.
yeah, that's a thing. I was like, mine was really funny, actually. I'm interested to hear how yours is as well. Actually, um, I think I was comparing it to tips.
That's the winner.
Let's see if I can. Okay.
Like Hisato was thinking he might change the hand up so we could get, excuse me, so that he could get Sanshoku, 3 different colored sequences of the same sequence. But he kind of just gave up and did the old Sumogiri Reach.
Okay. I
Which
had
worked out.
98 aggression and 2 defense. I had 83 for a high score and 17 for speed. 77 for concealed hands and 23 for calling. And 71 for, I guess, I don't know what this would be, emotion, and 29 for like calmness. I am a unhinged aggro player, apparently. And I said, story checks out.
Yeah, that does sound perhaps pretty insightful.
Yeah, so I'll send you the link so you can. And next week we can look forward to Garth's results. And I think he'll have a little bit more calling than me. Probably very similar for score, and maybe a little bit more defense than me. But maybe not, because he's been dealing in a lot lately.
That was, you were 98 aggression and 2 defense?
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Like, all of the situations that they brought up were like, you don't have to fold this. Like, you still have a dealer turn. It's not like East 3 and, I mean, South 3, you know? East 1, what are you going to do except be aggressive?
Yeah,
You
dude,
have 2 dealer turns.
Who folds their way to victory? Nobody.
So you might fold a little bit more than me, but I think you're going to be very similar in score because we do like our big hands.
Yeah. I mean, boy, if you have I suppose that's probably another hole, is the number of times I'm like, well, I can't give this up.
Yes, exactly. So we all look forward to Garth's results next week. And, sorry to interrupt, we will get back to the Mahjong because right now, Hisato has taken first place in this game.
And he is on the rampage.
Yeah,
Another reach with another less than ideal weight. Sorry.
I moved up to 3rd place overall from last place.
This is Ishanten for your Uchi. Currently just short of last place. Masuda in first place for the final table so far has dropped down a bit now that he's in last place for this game. Okazaki, having not paid out any points so far, has overtaken Masuda for first place. Of course, the scores are all still pretty close together, so a lot can happen. Hisato with 1 Dora, Masuda with 2. Masuda might be tempted, although he doesn't have great shapes for using both Dora. Masuda's hand is not an ideal push hand. Ooh, we have Sanshoku here for Uchi, if he can get Dora. She's not likely to, since there's only 1 more out. We got 2 in Hisato's hand. 2 in Masuda's hand and 1 in Hisato's hand. continues not to be Dora. She takes a different path, taking the inside hand plus possibly Sanchoku if he can get Dora. That's at the 5 note.
No, Okazaki looks like he's going to be able to maybe contend. Oh, never mind.
Nope, not when Hisato draws his winner. That's another 2,000 each, plus a continuation. And Hisato jumps into first place for this game and has probably really evened the field here.
Misato, yeah,
At
was
least
in
with the current
first
scores.
place for the game already, but even further into first place. After the last hand, he was in first place in the game.
Right. Started out the game
In the last overall.
pretty far behind.
Very, yeah. Minus 30 compared to, I think it was Uchiha. I mean, it's pretty evenly distributed. 30 to 15 to like 15 to 26 or something like that.
He was just about as far away from 0 as Masato was in the other direction.
Exactly. Now you can see very evened out. Only Uchikawa over 20. But still in third place for this game and
Sato.
Yeah, not far behind.
Sato basically won sumo here for during Oya. He gets basically to first place. And that is the kind of thing that guy would do.
It's exactly what you would expect from him.
Yeah. Improves a weight for Okazaki. Masada throws from his pair of birds.
Uchi-san looks kind of rough, but I think I see a 2-3-4 Sanshoku hiding. 5-6-7 Sanshoku in Okazaki's hand, too. Look at all these Sanshokus. See that 2-3-4 Sanshoku right there?
2 gut shots, yes. I also often, lately I do seem to aim for Sanshoku. I think we were talking about this last week. Certainly a lot more than I used to.
I mean, you don't have to aim for it. All you have to do really is hedge it.
Yeah, keep it in mind.
Yeah, and don't be disappointed when it doesn't happen. You're only doing it because it's one of those small things. When you're playing against nothing but pros, you need those little small hedges, those small, like, what do you call it? I guess edges. Yeah, the tiny edges that make the difference between
at the end of the hand, if you look there,
champion player.
And you had that route that you could have taken, and yet you just didn't pay attention to it before it got there. Then it's like, oh yeah, I should have seen that before it got there.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's not going to get there, and the trick is to not be so disappointed in that. It's a long run move and not a short run move.
Yes, it's not always going to pay off. This improves the weight for Okazaki. He'll still hold on to that 2 cracks. Thinking about a possible full straight.
Mahjong is a game of tiny edges. Thank you, Heidi. Exactly.
Certainly, yeah. When you get to the higher levels, there's just going to be smaller and smaller edges. Oh, Khan. Will this induce a reach also from Hisato? He's once again got a crappy weight. He will reach again. The old Sumogiri reach.
Sumogiri, but from the Rinshan. It's extra confusing. And Okazaki is getting good hands, man. Look at that discipline. I don't know, man. That's a really good hand, I feel like.
Yeah, I know. That would be like the old 98% aggression. Guess I got to go for it. Of course, he did leave that 2 of cracks dangerously there, so it's a bit of appreciation decision, given the way he played the two of cracks earlier, I don't think there are any two of cracks to be drawn.
Or threes.
Here's one in Okazaki's hand.
Well, the thing about Okazaki's hand is that he had the 7, which was completely safe, but when he discarded that 7 pin, he did not have any other safe tiles. And he got the 5 became safe with the next discard. I think, did it?
Yeah,
yeah.
And that's certainly the way a lot of players think too. Like, and that's another excuse that I think both you and I use. Be like, oh, well, I don't have any save tiles anyway. Might as well go for it.
Yeah. We were taught that was legitimate. I mean, that's a legitimate reason. Whether it's a winning reason or not is a different story. But there is no kiriage. That's correct. These are JPML A rules. So no ippatsu, no ura, no kiriage, no fun.
That's something really. Oh wow, he could get back to the full straight. Look at that. Okazaki discipline possibly paying off. Is there a one of cracks still? Oh, there's no more time.
No more time. So I think there were not any. There were 3 on the board, and Hisato had the last one. So he may have looked like there could have been one left, but.
So Hisato holds on to his turn as dealer, making a little run here. Extends his lead for this game and inches just a little bit closer to the second and third place players. Masuda, sorry, I was thinking he was in the south seat, but no, he does have a pair of souths, but he is actually in the west seat. Speaking of somebody with tiles that are not their seat, Okazaki has 3 wests, but he is in the south seat.
So is this the kind of situation where you want the Charleston?
Yeah. Quick, American rules.
It had so there was a new, they introduced a shot clock rule at the World Series of Poker, in the very middle of the main event, I don't know, 7 days in or something.
What?
Yeah, they just made a brand new rule.
What?
And there were a lot of jokes about that, and this reminded me of that.
Wow.
Yeah, they just said, okay, suddenly we're going to use shot clocks.
That's kind of insane. Can't imagine that went over that well.
There was a lot of discourse on social medias. I don't know.
I mean, unless
anything else, but
yeah, unless people were just taking so long that was the
no. I think there was one hand where somebody took a long time, a really long time, for a lot of money, and they could have just called clock. I think it's pretty ridiculous. But anyway, I mean, making the rule was ridiculous. I don't even think thinking that long is that ridiculous. But if it's bothering you, just call the floor and ask for a clock. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Unless somebody just keeps doing it, then then you start feeling like, really, I'm gonna have to just call clock the second the action's on you every time. But then there seem people like that.
It was for tournament life, and it was it wasn't an egregious time to think for a long time. It wasn't like the person was abusing the rule. It was just a really hard decision for them. Anyway, Mr. Rainbow, they are similar to Classic, but there's a big difference in that the Classic rules are only used for one tournament, which is actually happening this weekend, I think.
Winner. Sorry.
Wow, Hisato wins again. This is what he does. The JPML A rules, or the competition rules, which they call them, are used for pretty much every tournament in JPML. So that's the biggest difference between JPML and other organizations, is that these rules are considered to be the JPML Pro competition rules. WRC rules are saved for certain specific tournaments like Pro Queen, Masters. I
And the
think,
WRC tournament itself, yeah.
yeah, and also WRC League, JPML's WRC League, JPML's WRC R League,
For
which
that,
includes Red Fives.
that's the thing I meant. But yeah,
And also, I think, oh, the U29 tournaments that we watch once a year, they have 2 tournaments a year, and one is WRC rules. So other than that, we always use these competition rules.
yeah, it seems like recently they've expanded a little bit the opportunity to use the WRC rules. But yeah, it certainly used to be, if we want to play real Mahjong, we're going to play the competition rules. They were a little bit snobby about the competition rules.
Okay, so there was a hand rig. I literally said I'm going to fold, but I'll wait to do so you can make the bubble. I mean, if that's the main event, the bubble is actually quite short because there's so many people playing. So I don't think
Also,
it would be a 15-minute tank,
oh, I guess
but
the bubble. Oh, okay, when it's that big, they can't do hand for hand.
yeah, I mean, the one that was said to have triggered the new rule was like a 15-minute tank, and I mean, they can just call the clock. I stand by that.
Yeah.
It's not like-
So, yeah, why wouldn't you just do that? Like 5 minutes in. I mean, yeah, and sure, you want to give somebody who's thinking about their tournament life the benefit of the doubt, but after 5 minutes, I mean, also everybody's gonna be like, yeah, 5 minutes, okay, there's everybody else has a tournament to play here too.
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
think anybody would chastise you for calling the clock on somebody after 5 minutes.
nope.
People.
That was the 15-minute tank? Yeah, I think it was a pay jump, not the bubble. When they hit the bubble, it's still so many tables. Like there's still thousands of people left. So it was a pay jump, definitely.
Uh,
Okay, but then so the rest of the table didn't care then. If the rest of the table didn't care, then what can you do?
Uchi still. So Uchi looking for an upgrade to Sanchoku here, clearly. He is Tempai with no Yaku at the moment.
Wait, but
I
also
believe
that
because
doesn't make sense. If you're gonna fold,
Uchi's.
that means they had less than a big blind left. He was folding to leave them with less than a. Okay, I already know that's not true. I have been at tables where players think for longer than 1 minute. And in Mahjong, in in Mahjong, if somebody thinks for longer than no, not somebody. Okay, if a professional thinks for longer than 3 seconds, more than once a hand, then I start to get antsy. If it's not a professional, then I don't care. I don't get antsy. But if it's a professional player and they think longer than 3 seconds for maybe like 3 times in one hand, then I feel like calling the clock. There's no clock to be called, but sometimes I wish I could call the clock. Because
So
how can every bit's decision be that difficult?
Masada's pawn induces the Tsumogiri reach from Uchi. Uchi's watched this trick work for Hisato a few hands in a row. And he's like, fine.
People call the judge on you for thinking, Heidi? That's ridiculous. I would call the judge on them for calling the judge.
While you're here, could you make a judgment about this person?
I have a new vision of a Mahjong poker where you play 3 hanchons at 2 tables and convert sticks to chips and play an SNG. Yes, that has actually happened in Japan before. I was not invited to it, but I was told about it. It was an invitational, and then we've also discussed it at a poker tour that I work for now. It hasn't happened yet, but they've been doing it with chess and poker. So I think your results
Bruce, wait.
your results
I
in
can't do it.
chess
Sorry.
decide how much your starting stack is going to be in the yeah. So those things are happening, so it can definitely be done. And if we have the vision, it can be done even bigger.
So both players waiting for the one of bamboos. And both of them still out. Are there any on the table? Oh, there's one on the table there. Okay. Oh, and Uchi gets it. So a big hand for Masuda could have been. Was able to palm the Dora because he was in the west seat. But the points go to Uchi with the Tsumogiri Reach.
And Uchi really needed that.
Yeah. The theme for Hisato Sasaki's turn as dealer was Tsumogiri Reach. And that's how this turn as dealer ended, too. But not before he got a good 20, 30,000 points to snag first place in this game and make up quite a bit of distance.
Yeah, he's basically within Mangan Sumo range of being first place over.
Yeah. If you did Mon Sumo here, Okazaki is dealer. He's basically nearly tied with Hisato. So a big comeback for Hisato. But that turn as dealer is over. Now Okazaki's turn to put those points back on the board for himself. Do we get a pawn here? No immediate pawn for the White Dragon.
A lot of times you're gonna see less of that when you don't have a Dora. Okazaki actually has a good chance at a decent, I think, Tanyao hand in there. So we might even see that pair of white dragons come out.
Still kind of tight play, yeah. I mean, and a lot of players, when it's their turn as dealer, if they tend to be playing tightly, they especially want to protect that turn as dealer as a chance. It's the big chance to accumulate points. If you're really leaning towards folding a lot of the time, then you really got to protect that turn as dealer.
True, but I think that it would be more likely that he would just own it for a cheap hand if he had like not so much Tanyao, but like a 1, 2, 3 mixed in there, or 7, 8, 9, or a pair of 9s or something like that. But this is a potential for a really high scoring hand. Okay. And now I don't know what he's thinking, because if he was thinking that, then the white dragon would have come out already. Or at least the 4 bean instead of the 7 bean, because there was a 5, 6, 7 Sanchoku in there. So I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Well, we have no idea what Okazaki's talking about.
If it were
that
me,
works out.
yeah.
This works out. Oh, what?
Okay. We have no idea what's going on.
Huh.
Yeah, Airi, there's no Ura, there's no Ipatsu, there's no Kandora, there's no Kiriage, there's no fun.
Pairs. He's thinking pairs.
Maybe he's thinking pairs. He should have kept the
Are we
7
misreading?
I don't know.
You'd like that hand. Remember when that girl was playing with Garrett something or other, and she like shoved, or he shoved, and she called with Jack high. Remember, you see that controversy? And then the commentators, like, the whole time they're like, "Oh, are we not seeing something? Are the chips, or are the ICR chips or whatever they are in the cards wrong? Like, how are we not seeing what's going on here?" Feels like Okazaki is somehow seeing something that we are not.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing the genius that I don't. Oh, there's a Dora. Okay. So that's what was going to happen.
Waiting for Dora. So that he could have the white dragons to throw, and Dora doubles up. I guess, yeah, it was a gut shot. Huh.
I'm a little bit afraid to commentate on the hand. I guess we should just do play-by-play and see what's happening instead of why it might be happening.
There's another Dora, or there's his first Dora for Masuda. Now one fewer Doras for Okazaki to draw. This is Yishanten, but I think Uchi was probably really hoping for the Sun Shoku 456. Still hedge it. Sato probably leaning towards giving up. This is, could use this. Is he going to throw Dora? It's another pair. He could also lean towards pairs. Both Jenn and Garthe have been at a complete loss for what's been going on in his hand. He goes for pairs.
Okay, I don't think that they did find out she'd paid off an employee. I think that they could not find any evidence of actual cheating.
Yeah, like except for just the weirdness of the whole thing. It's like, oh, how could this not be cheating?
Like some people thought it was her ring, and she took the ring to like a jeweler to have it taken apart to prove there was no there were no devices in it. And
Yeah, it was just so weird that you feel like there had to have been something going on, but then also sometimes people are really weird.
I don't know. I make such bad plays sometimes, just like from being like I have no idea why. Like I have literally discarded a tile and be like, why would I have picked that up? Like discarded it and looked at it and be like, why isn't
Yeah,
that the
how did my
2?
hand do that? Why did
Yeah.
my hand somehow pick that tile?
So to me, it felt like that, but I don't know.
Masada looking for something safe to throw. He is one away from ready here.
He's afraid of that east. East would be fine. He's afraid that Okazaki wants double easts and maybe holding on to those white dragons and not pulling them. I would probably just discard east. But it's just because the first row of discards has no value tiles, and like it's actually Sato who has the east.
No Tempai for Okazaki, though, with the kind of folding that he's been doing this hand. Sure, he would end up taking Tempai even if he got it.
We found the genius because the way that he discarded really spooked Masu out of discarding the east. That's what I think happened.
And Uchi, with basically just the Nomi, does have one Dora there, but Sanshoku did not come. So he's mostly just succeeded in scaring everybody off. He nets a couple thousand. And at the beginning of the game, the two players who were in third and fourth have now at least taken first and second for this game. The dealer moves to Masuda. Funny, like somehow just watching him play, Does it look like Masuda's hands are just bigger than everybody else's? The tiles just kind of seem dwarfed by his hands. Ooh, there's another pair of dragons for Uchi. He's got a pair of white and green dragons. Will we see a pawn as soon as he can do it? No other value in the hand. He could move towards a half flush. Oh my god, we had the air conditioner on 21 degrees. We does take the white dragons.
I mean, it's really hot. We're in a heat wave. The first real heat wave, I think.
It is certainly hot, but 21 degrees I feel like is a little excessive.
In my old apartment, we'd put it down to 18 because otherwise it would not cool at all.
Wow.
Because the insulation was so bad in the apartment.
Okazaki does not want to let go of Dora. He throws from his gut shot instead. Uchi will move towards a half flush, trying to create a little extra value with those two value tiles plus the half flush. Okazaki can now use Dora. Ooh, there's another Dora for Masuda.
Yeah, Masuda will be using the Dora. That pair of Wests is really in the way, though.
He is at 5 pairs, though, so
Right?
the
Still
wasn't that 5 pairs?
For Masu? I was looking at Hisato's Tenpai.
5 pairs for Masuda, yeah. He needs one more.
Moving up. Is he looking for Sanshoku? There it is.
That's what I thought. There it is. Still no reach, though. Interesting. He is way in the lead. Perhaps feels like he doesn't need to put any extra pressure on. As it happens. Oh, all right. Unless it doubles up here.
I think maybe he doesn't. He expects it to be really hard to get the 3-mon to come out with Uchi's flush. And Okazaki is also collecting Manzu over here. This Manzu are so expensive to the table, it's not something you can expect to be discarded easily at all.
Wonder how quickly Hisato gives up here.
I think it's really... I mean,
that's the winner.
Not that I can judge Hisato's play. It was a really good decision not to reach.
Did you see the way Uchi had his hand sorted? I wonder why he had like the 8 of cracks triple was separated on either side of his hand. Like, is he looking to con the 8 of cracks? Then pull it from both sides of his hand? I'm not sure what he was disguising there. It was interesting. Hand sorting. Anti-repi. A pair of souths in the beginning of this south round for Uchikawa. Uchi looking to start a little run here. Could move again towards a flush. Dora is in the cracks, so it would be easy to create a more valuable hand if you can get a few more things there. However, more cracks going to the other players. The Dora indicator is all out. So Uchi's going to need something else if he wants to take care of his Dora. Uchi needing points. I think we're going to see him pawn the south tile as soon as it comes out. They're both already in other people's hands. And Masuda now with 5 pairs.
Again.
South's worked its way to the outside. Oh, all right. Pawn. There it is. Uchi will have to let go of Dora probably here, unless he draws another one. And one away from ready for Okazaki.
Message choosing the pairs and not the Sanshoku. Backfires. When you think about like which backfires you're willing to risk, generally the idea is even if this backfire came, I would have not been happy with the results. In this case, however, the 2 and the 4, even if the 3 had come, you would have been very happy. So it's a little bit painful there, I think.
No Senpai for Uchi. Can he get there before somebody needs the Dora? Nobody needing Dora at the moment.
And back to a sequence hand, so that 2, 3, 4 and the Manzu, the characters hurts even more now.
Uchi gets the Tenpai and immediately lets go of Dora. Interestingly, that might... Oh, yeah. The winner comes out. So you see, like, when he lets go of Dora, the other players are like, well, all right, obviously he's Tenpai, but it's probably...
not very expensive.
Probably cheap. So it probably doesn't slow anyone down.
And a cheap dealer repeat means that you get one more chance to get a bigger hand.
So Uchikawa overtaking Hisato for the lead in this game. Which means that he's also back on top of him overall. And that change in placement bonus also means that Hisato is pushed quite a bit down from where he was earlier in contention with the other first and second players. But there's not a huge distance between Uchi and Hisato. So, and Hisato, of course, has another turn as dealer, so a lot can change. Still. Okazaki with 2 Dora throws that one of cracks. He says, I'm going to use both of these Dora at least. Hisato fills in a gap. 6, 7, 8 of dots. Got a triple of the 8 of cracks. On his way to a completed hand. The double gutty for Hisato. 3, 5, 7 in the bamboos. Hisato's hand seems to be the one progressing most quickly, but here's another triple for Okazaki. Actually, his first triple, and it's the Dora. So it was not just 2 Dora. He's going to use at least 2 Dora. Hisato's hand is slowed down a little bit.
Super flexible, though.
Which he accepts the super wide 3, 4, 5, 6 shape in the dots. Ooh, there's a pair for Hisato. He's now 1 away from ready. Okazaki says, well, maybe it's time for me to start pushing. Completes a run. And one away from ready, I think.
It's Tempai. Tempai for Sato, I think. Middle 6 away.
Okay, now she's one away from ready.
Middle 5 mon, wait, sorry.
5 mon.
I don't know why I thought it was 6. I must have been thinking of this hand, Okazaki's hand, after seeing the Tempai for Sato.
Danger for Okazaki if he... The most likely Tempai may send 5 of cracks out. Not yet. Can a miracle happen for Okazaki? Will Uchi get the Tempai first? Oh, that helps for Okazaki. So now the 5 of cracks probably won't be coming out from him. There goes another 5 of cracks. Sato's winning tile getting thinner and thinner. He could, of course, improve his weight. Of course, if he improves it in the direction of the Dora, it doesn't really help much because most of the Dora are already in Okazaki's hand. Oh, and there goes another 5. That'll be reach. Which he doesn't wait for more value in the hand. Decides, better just push. Oof, that's a difficult one. So Okazaki waiting for the 4 of bamboos. He's got all the Dora. When will Hisato give up? Not yet. Oh man, extra wide weight for Okazaki. The 3, 4, 7 of cracks. No winner yet for Okazaki. By far the widest weight, but actually a lot of the tiles are in other people's hands already. But there's the winner from the fairly hapless Uchikawa. With a nice run as dealer, but it ends with a Mangon thrown to Okazaki, and that'll push Okazaki back comfortably in the lead. And man, with a nice run by the 3rd and 4th place players, this game has somewhat returned to its state at the beginning of the game. Can Hisato return it back around? Uchi with a pair of red dragons and green dragons. Like a pair of 8 of bamboos there too. I think at least 3 pairs. Some possible value for Uchi in order to retake the lead he just lost. Not only did he have 4 pairs, he had 5 pairs. And reach.
Rough hand for
So Uchikawa just threw Mangon. He's looking to recover a little bit here. He did manage to get the Suji trap in all of 1 discards before he reached. Will it cause anybody to fall for it? Those Suji traps are a lot less effective as real traps early on. People are not really paying attention to that so much, so it's not like the 7 of cracks is going to come out so much as a choice rather than just, well, how do I know what he's waiting for? He reached on the 2nd draw. This is likely to put a quick end to Hisato's turn as dealer. I don't see him finding any real reason to push back. The door comes right out from Mazda because it just came out from Uchi. Might that encourage Hisato to start pushing back? And we're back onto pairs. Pairs for Uchi, reaching, pairs for Hisato, trying to give up. We got pairs over here in Okazaki's hand. Oh, for once, completes a run. So people now look like they're giving up more. Here's another one at 7 of cracks. Okazaki's still playing safe. So I think we still have 1 7 of cracks left. Two now in Okazaki's hand. One, of course, in Uchi's hand, since that's what he's waiting for on the single tile wait. Seeming like everybody's leaning more towards giving up than putting up any fight here. I think Uchi's going to have to draw his winner himself. There goes the last 7 of cracks to Hisato. I think he's already given up, unless he really runs out of safe tiles. I don't think we'll see that coming out because of the Suji trap. Everybody playing very safely. This will, though, be just enough to get Uchi back into first place, I think, for this game.
And ending Hisato's dealership is also a pretty big deal.
Yeah, Hisato would like to have gotten a few points back here to inch closer to the current second and third place players. Masuda didn't really do much so far this game, and yet somehow that lead has really evaporated.
No, Okazaki pretty far in the lead now, even with just a small positive.
Yeah, the conservative play for Okazaki is paying off. Everybody giving up. Ends in a draw. And Okazaki got to Tenpai. So Okazaki protecting that overall lead for the game. Which he does probably get first place here. I think that would have been, I think the 3,000 point swing was enough for him to overtake Hisato for first place in this game. But Okazaki, not far behind, at least in the game score, does retain first place overall. A couple completed runs outside for Okazaki, plus a pair of red dragons. Could have some value as an outside hand, although he's not really in need, huge need of value. Dornis with the 5 of dots. He's got a 6 of dots, so he could also get something to go, get something useful there. We have a full straight brewing in the bamboos. Okazaki takes a quick tempai, waiting for the 5 of bamboos. That was tempai, right?
Check
Okazaki
here.
not fooling around.
5. So.
I'll not wait. Yeah. Doesn't want to wait for the hand to get more value. Feels like his turn is dealer.
Yeah, I think
Sorry.
that's what we were talking about last time. Because of how he played the last dealer hand. I don't know if that's exactly what he was thinking, but this time he doesn't really have a chance at a lot more value, even with like a reach hand. So he's willing to just take the quick
He takes
win.
takes the double single tile weight, and that works. Could have waited for the 2-5 of bamboos or the 6-8, 6-9. 6-9 pays off. So a quick win for Okazaki. And he might just nickel and dime everybody to death here.
Yeah, and that's like the subtle difference. Well, if I were going to like do some normal commentary about a hand, the last hand, in my opinion, had huge potential for like a reach tying out Pinfu, maybe even like some Sanchoku action. This time there was no potential for that. Even if he reached, it would have been like reach maybe Yakuhai or not even a Dora or anything. So it's better. It's more like a defensive win. When last time he had a decent chance at an offensive win. And what's up, dude? Welcome, welcome.
Hey, dude. Wow, so Okazaki now overtaking Uchi for second place. And any win puts him above Hisato. And so far, the conservative play for Okazaki has really paid off. Somehow you can fold your way to victory. She looking for something to go with his Dorda. This completes, that's an open-ended wait for Hisato. Hisato probably just looking for anything to win a hand and get to the end of this game in first place. Ooh, that fills in a nice gut shot for Okazaki. Could we see it decided right here, basically? Ooh. Oh, we got some hands coming together here. One away from ready for Uchikawa. Got some value in the hand, too. Good move towards an inside hand plus Dorda. If he draws that, that's Mongon. No improvement for Masuda. No improvement for Uchi. That improves things for Hisato. He's one away from ready. Better weights for Masuda. Now we've got the weird double gut shot for Uchi. Extra wide. Hisato will not accept the change in the Manzu. Oh, Masuda gets an extra wide weight in the bamboos. Kind of screws up Sancho. Here's Tempai. He can wait quietly, but he will go for it.
It's to put pressure
Drawing
on Okazaki, hoping Okazaki will be like, well, I'm in first place overall, so I can afford to fold one hand.
It is Mongon if he draws it. Got to the inside hand, but he does have the gut shot. Ow. Waiting for the 7 of cracks. There's one already in, I believe, Masuda's hand and one in Okazaki's hand. There's one 7 of cracks, and here's another.
And he gets it.
Oh my goodness, he
Wow.
draws it. Huge draw for Uchi.
Each Tanyotsumo Dora.
He goes on the attack.
3,900.
Could have waited quietly and still gotten the lead. Instead, he goes on the attack and takes an even bigger lead. So going into this last hand, Uchi is kind of sitting pretty. That draw does push Okazaki back down below. Actually, I guess he was already below Hisato, but even further below Hisato. So score's getting flatter again.
And once again, only Hisato back in last place. Pretty far behind everyone else.
Nice starting hand for Masuda, though. Oh, not Masuda. I guess that's Uchi. Oh, Uchi has the nice starting hand. He's already got the completed 4-5-6 double run. Another pair for Masuda. Ooh, and this is a nice open-ended wait for Uchi. As far as speed goes, Uchi probably has the speediest hand at the moment. Pair of green dragons for Okazaki. Oh, this fills in a very much needed gap for Masuda. Does he start moving towards the inside hand? Hold on to that outside weight in the 7 of dots. Dora for Uchi. That's kind of in the way. We'll hold on to it right now.
Now you choose to come now.
Yeah. Still no danger in with the pair of them in anybody else's hand. Ooh, here's a completed run for Masuda. Can he get the Tempai in time to prevent Uchi from letting go of Dora? That improves the weight. And he is Yi Shanten. Masuda on the attack. Waiting for the 2-5 of cracks. Uchi with a nice draw. He's one away from ready, but gonna have to let go of Dora. Unless Masuda draws and discards Dora here after this reach. I don't think we're gonna see Dora come out from Uchi. Is that? Oh,
Masu gets it. We get to see one more hand for this game.
oh, whoops! I was looking at the wrong. Sorry, thought he was waiting for cracks. He's waiting for the bamboos. So Masuda puts a little pressure on, manages to snag a few of the points that he's lost, basically nonstop throughout this game.
See how effective that band-aid is.
Masuda has a band-aid?
What?
He's speaking metaphorically? What?
No, the real Mahjong Band-Aid on the... That'd be anything except a metaphor. Just winning a small hand as dealer
Okay, yeah.
is a little band-aid, and
I wasn't sure.
probably not enough to stop the bleeding for this game, but maybe it's a start. Maybe we'll see points clawed up. How far do you want me to go with this metaphor?
Yeah, now that I'm caught up on the metaphor, yes, I'm a little slow on the symbolic speaking. Yeah, somehow I'm speaking. Who do I speak English to lately?
I was just amused because I was trying to think of how it could not be a metaphor.
No, no.
um, uh, guess you could have a band-aid on your finger for.
I was looking for the band-aid. I was like,
This is fun times, guys.
yeah, non-stop entertainment. Thought they're looking for a nice weight to try to get to Tempai and at least save second place. Not sure he has a path to Mongon here. I guess he could get to 3 concealed triples. Drawing it himself would get him into first place for this game. On sumo is enough. I guess there's a path towards to a half flush too. Still some time left to get there.
I will say one important point about the Band-Aid win that Masuda just had is that it did bring Okazaki under 30,000, which significantly reduced the gap between Masuda and Okazaki for first place, and also Uchikawa and Okazaki for first place. So there are 2 players right on his heels now.
Masuda, yeah, keeping the pressure on. Continues to have, and that's going to be a little bit of a Suji trap. Does Uchi take Tempai? Can see most of the 9s of cracks out, so he's not at huge risk for ending up. Okay, Sato does avoid the Suji trap so far. Four of bamboos coming out after the reach does encourage people to believe in it a lot more. How long can Uchi keep the pressure on? Or how long can Uchi keep from feeling the pressure? Swappy doppy. Sato does not fall for the Suji trap. So he's leaning towards giving up. Uchi with a quick 3 of bamboos. There's no good reason for him to think that's safe, is there? There's another one of the 7 of bamboos. Uchi going for it. Swappy doppy. Uzaki. Still 2. Uchi trying to grind 6 of bamboos carved into that 3 of cracks. Uchi not giving up. He's drawing a little bit thin, but of course, if Masuda draws it, he will have to throw it. So they're each aiming for 2 remaining tiles to be drawn. One seven of cracks. 1/7 of bamboos remaining for Uchi. 2 6s of bamboos remaining. That's 1/7 of bamboos waiting for, Masada. Uchi's thrown the 5 of cracks before. He can throw that safe again. Interesting choice to throw something that hasn't been thrown before. We are inching towards a draw for this hand.
With Masada's dealer,
Tenpai.
Does mean another hand.
Sato did get to Tenpai. He's waiting for the 9 of cracks here. It could come out. No.
No,
and the
Uchi
winner
will
goes
get
to
it.
Uchi.
You only need 1 tile to win.
So a little change of fortune here for the first and second place players to the third and fourth place players. Third and fourth taking first and second this game. Of course, Hisato was way in the back, so he doesn't make up quite as much ground as he had when he was leading. But field is a little bit closer going into this final game. Gonna refill our water glasses?
Yeah, it's about that time. So we will be right back. Do not go away. I'm gonna put the be right back on so you don't go away.
Just so you know.
It's not
So
thanks for watching, it's be right back. Alright, and we will.
We are back with this now final game of the final table. Had some excitement in the third game. The third and fourth place players coming from behind to even the scores a little bit. Uchi with a nice finish at the end. Kept the aggression on and snagged first place. Forgot to check how close that put them, but I think it's going to be very flat between Uchi, Masuda, and Okazaki.
All right.
It's going to have a little bit more ground to make up than everybody else, but it should be a pretty exciting final table.
Was he Sato?
Final game
I think
of the final table.
Garth was muted for just a second when he said it
Oh,
was
sorry.
Hisato, but yeah. No, not you. Sorry, me. But
No.
yeah, Hisato has some ground to make up. But he did almost get into first place at one point in the last game, so it is definitely not out of the realm of possibility at all.
Yeah, and if anybody has those explosive moves in their repertoire, it is Hisato. Okazaki will probably be the final dealer. I think he finished still at the top of the leaderboard there. So Uchi currently in second place. Uchi overtook Masuda at the end of the game there. So Uchi starts as dealer. Masuda will be the second dealer. Hisato in not bad shape, getting to be the second to last dealer.
Starting in second place means starting as dealer in these JPML final table placement. Seating placements? Seating arrangements.
Seating arrangements, yeah. It's interesting that Hisato in fourth place ends up being the second to last dealer. I would have thought they would put.
No, that's the normal.
That's the way that works?
Yeah.
Huh. Not sure I get the logic there, but it's okay because I don't get anybody's logic. There's a completed triple for Masuda. I think he's one away from ready. And while I was not paying attention, Hisato seems to have moved towards a half flush. Looks like the easts are pawned there. I can't tell if it's the easts or if it's the souths.
I think
There's one south on the board. There's one east on the board too. So
looks like south to me.
So he's going for Honitsu Bakkari. Just because I want to believe that I am not the only person who would have ever thought this. It's not saying that it's stupid Honitsu.
The Google says it's stupid Hoitsu.
Really?
Yeah.
Take that.
When I looked it up because I was checking your work, said that your original guess was correct.
I mean, I'm not getting it wrong again, am I? Isn't it just only Honitsu? Isn't that the meaning?
Yeah. The internet says it's stupid Hoitsu.
Really? Huh. That's interesting.
So I don't know.
So
I don't know who's right, the internet or whoever gave you the explanation.
Well, I mean, I didn't hear it as an explanation so much as I just heard somebody say it that way. Like, I mean, Honitsu Bakkari. And then I was like, oh, that's what that means.
No,
but so then maybe he was just making a joke.
No, Honitsu Bakkari would mean like you only go for Honitsu, you never go for anything else.
Well, I mean, this hand is Honitsu Bakkari.
That doesn't make sense, like grammatically, but.
Really? What is Bakkari?
Honitsu Bakkari means like, man, I only get Honitsu, I only get dealt Honitsu, or you are only going for Honitsu every single hand. Like, that's how it sounds to me. It doesn't sound like, it doesn't make sense for just a single hand.
Well, now I'm trying to remember if the hand where so it was a member at this Mahjong parlor that I played at in Shibuya all the time. And it's just this old guy. And I'm trying to remember if like the hands before that had all been Honitsu, and that's why he was saying Honitsu Bakkari. But I mean, I just remembered it as being that hand was only Honitsu.
Uh,
No Yakuhai, no nothing else in the hand, no Dora.
I mean, it sounds weird to use bakkari to mean only there. It would be like nomi or dake or like
I
bakkari
mean, I
sounds
also
like
thought
more
it was
like a
kind of like
series of things and not like
I guess
just
I
one
thought it was like
instance.
a play on words, like people would always say Bakahon, and then when he said Honitsu Bakkari, he's like, then I just assumed that was the meaning of it.
Uh,
But that's what happens when
I
I
thought
assume.
somebody told you the like no the actual meaning is and explained it to you. That's why I trusted you on it. And then when I used it on a different stream, I looked it up and I was like, oh,
Huh.
maybe. So now that I hear the explanation, I think your original assessment was correct.
Wow. So what did he really mean when he was saying Honitsu Bakkari? So he
I
was
mean,
probably saying that he had gotten like Honitsu like in the last three hands or so, like that's all he was getting. Huh.
yeah, like his
I just wasn't paying attention.
that's I mean that's what it sounds like to me. It could be that he was using it to be funny about it with that hand being that single hand only being, but to me, bakkari sounds like a series of things, nuance wise. So
Huh.
like not just I don't know. I mean, I guess you can use it if it's like it's the only yaku, but it sounds a little bit
All right.
unnatural to me personally. But I say a lot of unnatural things in Japanese, so I could be wrong. I definitely am not.
This is just another classic situation where like I uh I thought I understood something and then I just assumed that that's I totally understand what this means here, and then I'm like totally wrong again.
I do that often as well. That's the fun of living in your second language.
Oh, like I can't even really blame it on just that. I mean, that's a lot of my life.
A person like this in a hunt on online, it made me irrationally angry, and not the fact that they were doing it, the fact that it kept working. Oh, they had Hoitsu only for like many hands in a row. Were you playing against me? Because
or or is it Akutsu that goes for? Is there another? I feel like there was another person recently that we had on who's famous for being just Honitsu Bakari.
um, I don't know. We never had Akutsu on like Prost or anything, so it wouldn't have been him. But uh, I think that when we had Hisato on it, he said he went for Hoitsu a lot.
I was thinking just in a recent broadcast here, like felt
Um,
like, but maybe yeah.
no, I did
Once
mention
again,
that there was another
confused.
player, but not in our league. He's actually from a different organization,
Oh, okay, okay. I think I remember that.
who is like very open about going for Hoitsu almost every hand. And I played with him in an OE tournament a couple years ago. They're forcing it every hand all 8 rounds. Yeah, it could have been me. I'll tell you my secret handle.
So both Uchi and Hisato with two Dorta each, both Tempai. Hisato waiting for the 4-7 of dots, I think. Could come out from. Hisato waiting for the 2-5
2-5
of cracks,
Mahjong.
of cracks, and Uchi waiting for the 4-7
Yep.
of dots. Okay.
Oh, that
Uchi is
was an
dealer.
interesting discard. It looked like you had drawn it. That looked almost like a little bit of an angle shoot draw. It was not, but
Oh, really? Did he sort of hesitate as if he thought perhaps he had drawn his winner?
no, he put it down like it was a tsumo and then discarded it. The Tuso.
Oh,
It happens sometimes and it's not considered an angle shoot. But sometimes viewers have mentioned that about certain A-leaguers who did that.
Interesting.
I think maybe he thought it. Because maybe he missaw it for the 3 for just a second, and was planning to con, and he actually did that the next turn.
Wow, the con.
I think that's what happened. I didn't realize he had
Wow.
pulled the 3 so, but I think that at first he's like 3 so. Oh nope, that's a 2 so. Go back.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like a little bit, maybe rushing a little bit, which also happens sometimes. Are you looking back at it?
No, I'm successfully biting my tongue.
Oh, you could look back on it on YouTube, the YouTube broadcast. That's how we do replays. And
That is. Well, I was just so proud of myself for not saying a
okay,
thing that
well, it doesn't count if you talk about not
I
saying.
can't brag about it later.
No.
Then
You can, not on stream.
everybody to know how much I've grown up. At least for this 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But then I ungrew up.
If you have to brag about it, you ungrew up.
I grew down.
If you need praise, that is definitely not a grown-up thing.
All right, back to the business at hand. The turn as dealer has moved along pretty quickly here. We're already to Hisato's turn as dealer, and he is in first place for this game. Has made up a little bit of ground, but Okuzaki's still quite a bit ahead. Of course, that could change a lot just by going below 30,000. And Uchi, boy, having made up all that ground in the third game, a really rough start on the first 2 hands here. 5,200 plus a reach stick to Masada, and then another 3,900 to Hisato. Ichikawa currently the only player with a negative score, really ruining his hopes and dreams. Now with that Dora off to the side, he's probably thinking, all right, do I want 678? Do I want 678 or 789? Sanchoku's got the Dora. I'd like to use it somehow. Okazaki with 2 Dora. All right, this completes a run and sort of precludes the whole Sanchoku discussion. Could still have a move towards the middle with 567. Actually, all right, so 567 could be a thing. Could get another Dora.
Hello, welcome to the chat. This is not like Scrabble. No. You're trying to make sequences and triples in your own hand, so it's more like Rummy. Trying to make 4 sets of 3, which could be a 3-tile sequence or a 3-tile triple, 3 of a kind, and 1 pair, which has to be exactly 2 of a kind.
If you are really new to this, you're going to have a bit of a tough time reading that one suit with the numbers in Chinese. Uchi just got a really nice 8 of cracks draw here. You can see he's got the 6, 7, 8, 9 there.
Dude says, Garth, who's our special man? You are.
Aw.
So, good job biting your tongue, Garthe.
I am a child. Sato gets the Tenpai first. He is the dealer, so he will attack. Not an ideal weight. And that is... Oh, the Sachoku is back.
It's back.
Can Uchi
It's
go
like
for
the
it?
cat. Just couldn't stay away.
So he takes the widest possible. I think that's the widest possible.
Sanshoku is mixed sequences. That means you have the exact same 3-tile sequence in each suit.
That's Tenpai, right? Tenpai, and he'll get. Is that is that tile? Is that tile turned or no? It was not turned. That was a very half baked effort at a normal discard there. Gee, will it get turned this time? Continues pushing. Hisato is drawing pretty thin. But then so is Uchi. Both drawing 2 remaining tiles. There's 1 4 and 1 5 of dots available each. And there are 2 7 of bamboos. Oh, and it comes out for Hisato. Bad luck for Uchi. She had a nice hand. Drawing it would have been Mangan. Would have gotten him right back in the game. As it is, he's given up another reach stick. And Hisato inches closer to the current first and second place players. And once again, he's really within striking distance. His turn as dealer here.
Very flat right now. The total scores are in yellow. This might be an exciting game down to the last hand.
Yeah, especially with Hisato as the second to last dealer. Could see some real fireworks there. Masada still clinging to first place overall. That win for Hisato did give Hisato first place for this game so far. Also, the fact that Ogzaki has been pushed into negative points has made a big difference to his score. That will obviously be changed quite a bit if he can just get above 30,000 again. Another point of review for our newer listeners. These rules have a special bonus placement bonus, so that if players are above 30,000, they get a positive bonus, whereas if they are below 30,000, it's definitely a negative bonus. Usually there's 2 players above and 2 players below, so it gets split evenly. But on occasion, there will be 3 above and 1 below, in which case 1 player pays all of that negative bonus. Or the opposite is true, if 1 player is above and 3 players are below.
By the way, how was your league session last weekend?
How was my week?
I asked you the week before. Never mind. That already happened. We already had that conversation.
Yeah. What I am excited about is my set Mahjong today, where I am going to go and see what other people think the meaning of Bakahon is.
I wasn't invited to play a set Mahjong today.
Well, yes. I don't do any of the inviting, of course.
Yeah, I know. You've never invited me ever.
Oh, but I've never invited anybody ever.
Okay. You
I
get
do have.
invited. You could be like, do we need a fourth? Because Jenn wants to play sets
Oh,
sometimes, and Jenn
okay.
has no
I could do that.
friends.
Yes.
And Jenn never gets to play Mahjong with anybody unless she's playing in JPML because
Sure, I'm always the fourth.
you're not sure. You have no idea if you're the second or the third or the fourth.
I have a pretty good idea, actually.
I've invited you to play set before.
I know. We should do more of that.
No, you should also invite me because I can't do the inviting every single time. Sometimes people have to invite me too.
That would be nice of me, wouldn't it?
No,
I could be
that's
more
what
helpful.
everybody thinks. Then, if everyone says, well, other people can invite Jenn, just not me, then Jenn never gets invited.
Here's Spriten. Misato takes Spriten. And Okazaki. Here's an interesting aggressive move. His turn as dealer. Is he going to move to the half flush? Or is he really just... Wow, boy, that's Okazaki has... I'm sorry. He is in the south seat. He's not the dealer. Okay. So he can pawn the south. And he does also have the white dragon as another possible value tile. One did just come out. Well, there's already two out there. All right. And he will do the Jigoku. Can we say that? I was first. I was
Why
thinking
don't you
we
just say
could.
it in English? Like, why do you
I
have
know
to
I was
say
about to say it in English, and then that was the word I thought I might not be able to say. So then I said it in Japanese, and then I realized that was probably even more not the word I'm allowed to say, huh?
Not Mr. Rogers. We can say hell. I think you want to say HE. It's HE double hockey stick. Wait.
Pretty comes back for Hisato. He is now Tenpai. His weight is slightly less hellish. Here is also Tenpai for Uchi. He gets the Dora he needs. He shifts the wall in front of him. That's an interesting tell. He'll reach waiting for the 4 bamboos. Uchi putting some pressure on. Oh, and that sends the white dragon out. Oh, Uchi cannot catch a break. An interestingly aggressive play from Okazaki. Chi, the Dora indicator, with only one south remaining out, gets that south, then waits for the hellish white dragon, and it all comes together for Okazaki, and it all falls apart for Uchi.
Wow, what a difference now. That was dropped as made it out of 4th place. And Masada, who had such a rough time last game, is now nearly in 1st place.
But boy, still, man, like you're saying, it's so flat. I mean, really, any Mongon drawn here by anybody really just kind of puts everybody back in the running. Yeah. All right, except for people who are in the lead. So yeah, if Okazaki draws Mongon or Masada draws Mongon, then they have a nice lead. Uchi with 3 easts. That is a nice start for some value for Uchi. Sato's first turn as dealer over. He didn't get to make up very much ground, but he does still retain first place. Here's a completed run for Masada. Outside hand possibilities. He's perhaps leaning in that direction. Also get the full straight. There's a Dora. Don't think this is the real blushy hand, but perhaps the full straight. Where does the value come from in this hand? You were talking before about different ways that people react to the different rule sets. In these rules, you know, it's you're not going to get a lot of extra points suddenly by Ipatsu or Uradora because those things do not exist in these rules. So you got to create the value yourself. And right now, he's got East and Wondora. If he can reach and draw his winner, that's Mongon. That is a strategy we've discussed before. Set up your hand so it's Mongon and free 10-ish, but Okazaki does leave himself open for the 1, 2, 3, or possibly 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku. And oh, God, just nothing. It can't be easy. But the 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku now also a possibility for Uchi. Wouldn't be using Dora. I think he's going to throw the one of dots here and hope for the ideal thing to happen with either Dora, drawing Dora, or the 3 of cracks. What would you do here, Jen? Is Jen there?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh.
I like. Everyone's gonna hate it. I like the one pin.
But that was my.
Oh.
Wasn't that my suggestion?
I,
Yeah, I thought one pin too.
Okay. One
I
is
definitely
good.
did not think Dora.
Yeah, I like one pin a lot.
Oh. I mean, of course, obviously, if he hadn't done that, then he doesn't draw that. But
I like
does still
one
just
pin,
feel.
and yeah, I want to try and. I mean, even if I draw a 5 pin later, I'm not gonna be that sad about a 3-10 reach.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I like one pin a lot there. Okay, everyone else is. I don't know. I feel like people hate my discards, so maybe everyone else would hate it except us.
He goes for throwing Dora early. Does mean Okazaki gets 3 of them. So quite a ways, surprisingly far from Tempai. She does have time. Wonder if Uchi, now that he's got that pawn out there, and there's so much possible value if he does get the right tiles. I wonder if he gets spooked by the fact that Oya has Dora pawn. If he can take a cheap win, does he take it? It's an interesting tempai. Is this a Manzu? No. Thought perhaps. Oh, wow. Also, it does not take that possible double run. Holds on to that outside weight in the cracks. Hisato's giving up. Hisato does not want to go against the Oya Dora pawn. That'll definitely slow down Okazaki's hand. He was probably hoping that he could cheat or pawn some stuff from Hisato. If Hisato's not going to feed him anything, that certainly helps Uchi. Here it comes. All right. Big possible points for Uchi. And Hisato already giving up. That would have been... No, not been Tenpai over there. So... Another 2 of cracks for Okazaki. How does he push here? That is... He's got a lot of Uchi's winners. More than half. Given that Uchi has one of his in his hand also. It is most likely going to end in a draw. Masuda also has one of his 2s of cracks, so there's really only the expensive version for Uchi to draw. Can he find it? There's still one out there, right? One 3 of cracks or 2?
Hmm?
There's 2 here and Okazaki's hand. All right, I guess there's 2. Okazaki could get to Tenpai. Could the 6 of cracks draw one out? Masuda takes the easy, obvious Genbutsu. And I think we're at the end. We're pretty close to the end here. Not really any reason to expect any heroic 3 of cracks discard. One last draw for Uchi. Can he find it? Easy discard for Okazaki. Doesn't have to risk anything. Oh, and yeah, okay. So no last draw for Uchi. Big possible hand does not pan out. But he does get his last turn as dealer and a couple thousand points coming his way.
Oh, Randy, welcome. Thank you for discovering us today. You've been watching the Japanese channel for so long. Good, we're glad to have you here. We don't cover all the matches, but we're trying to add as many as possible. So hopefully you will follow and hang out with us. Jen's a little bit quiet. Let's see. Test. Okay. I think I'm just, maybe my mic was a little bit far away. Also, I was doing a little bit I had some work email stuff.
Masuda in the south seat with 2 souths. Okazaki a bit on the attack with a quick Hatsupon, Green Dragon Pon. And Hisato's hand moving along quickly too. 6 of dots next to the Dora. Uchi's last turn as dealer. He's going to be trying to get to something. Oh, we're going to see a Pon here. So Masuda with 2 Dora and double south. That's already Mangani. Does not need to make an unnecessary push for the half flush. And he's also got Uchi right behind him, who can't really slow himself down either. So anything Uchi gets that will be useful for Masuda, he is just going to discard it right into him. Okazaki may be sensing danger and slowing down, even though he did make that aggressive Hatsupon pretty early on. Yanshanten for Uchi. Uchi desperately wants to hold on to this turn as dealer. Looks like he keeps the pressure on. He's now Tenpai waiting for the 1, 2 of dots. Most of them, however, are in Masuda's hand. I say 1, 2, 1, 4 of dots. So most of the ones are in Masuda's hand. You see 1, 4 here in Uchi's hand. Could be thinking... I don't think so. Oh, well, this is Dorda. Okay, he's thinking Dorda is dangerous. Doesn't want to let go of Dorda yet. Okazaki looking to crush Ichikawa's dreams early on here. See another 4 that he wants in Masuda's hand. So he's drawing pretty thin. Only 1 of dots and 2 4s of dots left in the deck. However...
3, 4, 5 Sanshoku.
Oh, Tenpai. 3, 6 of cracks. However, most of the 6 of cracks are here in Hisato's hand and probably not coming out. Hisato might just go on the attack too if he gets to Tenpai. I wonder how aggressive Hisato's going to be with his possible Tenpai. Uchi now with the gut shot does not want to do it. Oh, it's also his free 10. Tenpai for Hisato waiting for the 6, 9 of cracks he does not need to reach. Ooh, another Dora for Uchi. That is massive. He can now cheat to get to Tenpai and still possibly win.
So, dude, the reason that people might think that one bean was bad in the last hand was because it moves you back a shanten. And a lot of people really don't like that. But I don't dislike that.
Well, you could still... There was still Ishanten.
Oh, it was just like...
Yeah, it was just... I mean...
Okay.
It was a little less efficient because then it really is just the Dora to pile up and not like the 1 for double-sided single tile way.
Okay, I want to put that into the efficiency calculator.
Uchi. Still no danger yet unless he throws. He's not going to throw from the 3, 4. That would be free 10. So yeah, he's probably just trying to think what's safest to throw right here. Turns out both options are safe right now.
I mean, the efficient discard would have been the 2-mon, right?
I guess most efficient. Well, so then you lose. Oh, Hisato. Someone getting H. Suddenly, Hisato decides to put the pressure on. 2 is the most efficient.
I mean, hold on. I have to look at the right spot of the hand.
Uchi feeling the pressure. He takes Tenpai. He does have 2 Dora.
Oh, 1 and 6 still. Oh, hold on. I was looking at the wrong.
Oh, Hisato gets the... Oh, oh. Chi sends the winner to Hisato, and Uchikawa is in a tough spot. No more turns as dealer for Uchi. He is way in last place this game. A lot of ground for Uchi to make up. We can stop talking about Uchi. Right, won't be that cruel, but until he has some massive draws, this is more a game between everybody but Uchi. Okazaki again with a quick attack. Two cracks is actually most efficient.
It's
That's interesting.
by far the most efficient discard there.
By far the most efficient.
It's 8 types and 27 tiles. 6 is 6 types and 21 tiles, and 1 pin is 5 types and 18 tiles. So if you're just going straight efficiency, then yeah, 2 mon is by far the most efficient. So that's why people wouldn't like the 1 pin. It's not the most efficient at all. It's
Yeah, I mean, I did think that the 1 pin was certainly not the most efficient, but I didn't realize it was so far most super inefficient. Hey, here's another
tiles, 9 tiles difference. But I don't know if you're going for less efficient. I'm not sure why you choose Dora. If you're gonna go for less efficiency, then.
I mean, I guess it is slightly more efficient. A little bit closer to Tenpai for Okazaki, and a little bit closer to ending one more turn as dealer that he just needs to get through to get to his last turn as dealer and win. Although, of course, there is no escape win. No sayonara don or sumo. Always must finish on a loss for the Oya. Silly Shanten for Okazaki, really just looking to end this turn as dealer quickly. Hisato, of course, coming on strong would be a huge boon to Hisato's standing if he could also push Masuda below 30,000. Masuda just trying to protect that turn as dealer. Not a lot of value in the hand at the moment, but would like to remain dealer to give himself a few more points here. This opens up some possibilities for Okazaki. He can now pawn the 8 of bamboos or the east to get to Tenpai. There's one east on the table. The last east people are probably not going to be that stingy with. It's not a value tile for Okazaki, so they probably don't think it's nobody's going to be worried about it. Still no Tenpai for Okazaki. Completes a triple for Hisato. And that's Tenpai from Masuda, current dealer. Just trying to remain dealer. Waiting for Dora, I believe, right? He's got the 5 and 6 of cracks, waiting for the 4 and 7. Not a huge step up in value if he does get the 7, but it is something. See one of them here in Uchi's hand. He's probably leaning towards giving up unless he draws another one to go with the one in his hand. I think Okazaki will probably be giving up too if he draws something dangerous. Uchi in a tough spot, trying to figure out how to navigate towards something. Uchi probably thinking, give up this hand. maybe there will be another one. Finally, Tempai. And I think we'll see that 4-7 of bamboos come out if Masuda draws it. There's another one of the 4s that Masuda needs. So that's one less minefield, well, one less mine for Okazaki to step on. I think Uchi... Oh. Well, whatever I was about to say, I thought. No, not that.
Not that.
Sato totally glomming onto all of the 4s of bamboos. Forgot that they were... Oh, and he ends up throwing into Masuda.
Yeah, just 15.
Throws the cheap one, just 1,500. But Hisato does need those 1,500. Masuda also likes those 1,500. Inches closer towards first place. But this is his last turn as dealer. He's got to get as many points now as possible. Bunch of gut shots. No Dora. Dora are over here in Hisato's hand. Uchi, thanks for coming.
I mean,
yeah, there are more hands.
really?
There are at least 2 more hands here, but this hand is just like, oh.
He's not that far behind though. I mean, minus 11 overall. And
minus 11, yeah.
All he needs to do is get above 30K, basically.
Right, that does make a huge difference. But it's going to be at least, going to need a Mongon pretty soon here.
Just needs a Kokshi right now. You have to make it so difficult.
Yeah. Yes, keep it simple. Kokshi.
Or Hoitsu. So, just hedge both.
Outside hand? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. There you go. Outside hand.
I mean, you don't need a Mongon to get above 30K here at all. You need like 5,200 twice.
And 3 hands to do it in. Could happen.
Didn't you ever do math problems where like you had to find different ways to get to the same answer? Like
yes.
So it sounds like you had to find just one.
Yes, I did those math problems many years ago.
Sounds like were like, there's only one way to do math problems.
Now, yes. Well, it's not just math problems. Now I think there's only one way to do anything.
Mongon, by the way, does not give him above 30K, but a Hanuman would.
No, but it does make the second attempt a little bit easier. But 2,200s is also good. Hisato is moving most quickly towards Tempai and has 2 Dora in his hand. Here is a very unnecessary Dora for Uchi, and he will hold on to it. So no more Kokshi. That improves the weight for Hisato. Interesting, he holds on to the 8 of bamboos. I feel like he's over on blocks at the moment. Uchi throwing in the towel on this hand, I think. 1 away from ready for Hisato. Will he throw Dora if he gets to ready? I think he might. Certainly if he gets to ready first.
Hisato sees those 2 Dora.
Hone to get to Tempai?
Hisato sound feels like one of those where it takes forever to get to your limbo, not getting to Tempai forever, and then when you finally do, like, someone else draws their winner right after you Tempai.
Yeah. He would love a 3 of dots to come out from Masuda.
Yeah, I think you're right, Randy. It's a little bit easier to not be Furi-ten if you pivot off of Kokushi to Hoitsu and not to whatever this is. I'm not sure.
Masuda with the Tsumogiri Reach because Tsuji Trap. Will it work?
It's 3 mon. Well, I think that Uchi is now going back to Hoitsu. So it won't work from Uchi. Okazaki, I
Sato
think,
takes
will probably
Tempai.
just fold.
Probably comes the
It's
2 of dots.
not okay. He's not gonna go with. I mean, the 1 mon is also Genbutsu. He can't. His thinking he can't discard the Dora is the problem.
All right.
And now
Sato
he's
now waiting for
very
Dora.
right that he can't discard the Dora. Uchi is thinking he can't discard the Dora. That's why he didn't discard the 2 of dots.
I wonder how seriously he's even thinking he can do anything here. I guess, I mean, he is 1 away from ready. If he gets through Tempai, I guess he can make an argument for going on the attack.
I mean, it's just the white dragon, but that doesn't even doesn't look safe.
Is that Tempai?
No.
Oh.
He would have put it down way faster if it was Tempai, I think. I think that's a tell of his. I think he puts it down faster when he's Tempai.
He does keep his thumb on them for a while sometimes. Oh no, is he inching backwards?
No,
Where's he going?
this
Where's
is
he going?
it's more of a fold, I think, at this point. The 2-pin is a fold. If he wanted to fold earlier, he would have discarded the 2-pin earlier, but also 2-pin was safe to Hisato as well, so it might be why he held it longer as a safe tile to 2 players, while the 1 mon was also a safe tile to 2 players. Never mind, whatever I was saying.
2-5 of cracks, of course, is also, you see him here mostly in. Oh, I wonder if that slows Hisato down once he sees half of his tiles disappear. Oh wait, what am I talking about? He's not waiting for the 2-5 of cracks. He's waiting for the 2. Yeah.
Welcome to our awesome English commentary.
Garth, in real time, figures out what he's talking about.
Jenn jumps back in after like other work things. Oh my god! Masuda
To
has to
Hisato.
discard the Dora and it goes straight to Hisato. That is
Massive points for Hisato, and that's going to be hurting Okazaki a little bit too. So Masuda hopes that Reach slows down everybody else and lets him hold on to his turn as dealer. Hisato says, no way. And Hisato in a nice position here. Even without a win on this hand, he's less than Mongon away from Okazaki. Started out dead last, too.
only 6,400. A 6,400 win from anywhere puts him in first place. Is it tie him?
Which she checking the
Oh, it ties him for first.
standings.
Okay. Yeah. 6,400 went from anywhere for Hisato, ties him for first place. Of course, he is the
Current dealer, so yeah, no 6,400 point
Uchi
hand
needs
for him.
glasses, squinting at the screen. Was this before they got rid of the Wests? No, it was after. It's been after, right? Had been after.
West what?
The 4 wins. Exhaustive draw. It actually was not that long ago. It was within the last 10 years. So
Another result of the M League rules, yes.
no, it was JPML
Really?
like held on to them for dear life longer than any other organization in the world.
Right, but I mean, I feel like the final thing that probably pushed them over was just the fact that M League
No,
did
I
that.
don't
Now,
think
like,
that was it.
huh,
Wait,
wonder what finally.
trying to make it more like WRC rules.
Uh,
Which means he should go for Chito Idora. No, he's dealer, so that would not get him to 6,400. So well, he should
Okazaki
be
and
going for a dealer 7,700, which would be just like reach Dora Dora. Not gonna trick me, dude.
Okazaki's hand is not the slowest. He could put a stop to a big run by Hisato here.
I don't know.
Hisato gets another pair.
Santos is also not the slowest. Slowest is definitely Masuda.
Yeah, so Okazaki 5 draws in is 2 away from ready. He's got some nice shapes. Ooh, this is a nice shape for Uchi, except there's just no value in the hand yet. He'll move at least towards an inside hand. Could at least have Mentanpin. Mentanpin is still not really enough. That's like
I think he has to go for the inside hand though. You have to get whatever you
just
can
on
this
Nito too.
hand,
Yeah,
and then hope
1,300,
for
2,600,
a
and
bigger hand the last hand. You just want to get yourself like in a better position for the last hand, right?
yeah, 1,300, 2,600. But the thing is, like, even so there's really no hope of moving Hisato out of first place.
No, keeping that Tupin means that he has Dora acceptance, which is massive. So it could be he could go up to Mangon or even Min Tam Bin Tsumo Dora. Yeah, Mangon.
2 away from ready for Hisato.
And you want to hear something else? If he uses the Dora, if he draws the Dora very soon, he has the Dora acceptance. Okay, never mind. But a second ago, if he did, then he was only 1 away from 2, 3, 4 Sanshoko as well.
Still no hope for Okazaki. Oh, so now he's thinking about the 5, 6, 7 Sanshoko, I guess.
Wait, what?
Well, because I mean, he held on to the 7 of cracks for otherwise no reason at all, right?
Well, he doesn't have the 7 in those.
Well, this is 1 away from ready. He's got some interestingly wide shapes.
No, look at. Oh, he does have an inside.
Chooses,
Okay. Yes. Yes. 5, 6,
chooses the
7
one that I
is
would have
easier.
chosen.
You're right. You're right.
Huh. Wonder if you feel like checking out. Ooh, 2 Dora. Okay. Sato. 1 away from ready for using both Dora. Man, once again, I think I would have ended up choosing the least efficient by throwing the 8 of dots. I guess I feel like now that I'm confronted by my own goofiness here, I guess I lean towards odd final weights, which is why I like this 1-1-1-2 weight, and similarly I liked the 2-4-4-4 weight last time. if I had to try to guess why I make the goofy decisions that I do. However, we would have gotten to that same result, his way or mine. Masada also looking for at least Mangan. Getting himself back in the running. Is she thinking about a chi here? Guess. There's. Is he going to somehow get back to 3, 4, 5 Sanchoku? Wow. Or Matanyo Doradora, it's Sanku. I don't think that's really enough. May just be thinking if he can get to Tempai and grab a few points while Hisato also continues as dealer.
I think that's his. It has to be his only plan, or at least not lose points, because other people are going for Tempai as well.
So Okazaki takes Tempai. Again, interesting. Like, given the way he's played conservatively in some situations, like the other situations where he suddenly decides to push, it's like, what? Whoa. That is going to be hard to read.
Right.
Uchi holds on to the possible 3, 4, 5 Sanchoku, needs that 4 of dots. There are not many of those left. Dorasuji, and it will come out from Okazaki. Uchi, if he's really just thinking about Tempai, he's not. He is still thinking about that Sanchoku. And mind-bogglingly enough, apparently Okazaki is the only one Tempai. Uchi, desperate for Tempai.
And still not getting there.
Hisato also not getting there, with massive value in the hand. The one of cracks, is there another one of cracks? No, there isn't another one, so that's not chi-able by Hisato. Still no help for Hisato. No help. And that is the end of Hisato's turn as dealer.
How do you not get Tempai there?
Yeah, wow. Massive drawn hand for Okazaki. Really easing his excuse me, I keep hitting my mic. Really easing things for Okazaki going into this final hand.
I'm using him a bit, except for that he has to be really good at reading others and whether they're Tempai or not. How much is this difference? Okay, so he can end in no 10, but he has to make sure he doesn't lose a hand to Hisato. This isn't actually crazy conditions here for anybody. Nobody has, like, has to get Yakuman conditions. Let's see what they are. So Hisato... Uchi, I think, has kind of the easiest ones because he's so far negative. If any big hand will push him up 2 spots. It's like a Hanemon? Hanemon?
So let's see. I'm feeling like, oh, did Hisato? Wait, he can't have gone negative.
So a Hanemon
Oh,
for
did Okazaki get to? I'm sorry. Did Okazaki? He's positive again.
yeah, barely
Oh,
positive.
okay.
So
That's what's making all the difference. I was trying to figure out how. Yeah, because Isato was only like 6,000 points behind, and now suddenly to be that far behind. So Hisato basically drawing anything pushes Okazaki back down into negative territory.
I mean, it has to be more than 400, 700, but
Yeah,
400,
it has to be
700 wouldn't be
manga. Yeah.
enough to put him ahead.
I think so because it's a draw. Oh, there was no reach stick, so that's not such a big deal. But I bet 1600, 3200 is enough for Hisato.
It would be an 8-point swing. That would still give him a. If he just puts him under, that's just an 8-point.
But he was only about 6,000 points behind before this
An
anyway.
8-point swing would put them within like 11 of each other. So I think he needs a bit more than that. I think he needs basically if it's a sumo on Mangan sumo, 6,400 or something would be enough. I think if it's a direct hit. It was 6,000 before, but with him as the only, with Okazaki as the only player Tenpai,
he did get a
that's a
4,000
4,000
point swing there.
yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it makes a 10-point difference.
I'm forgetting.
So Hisato needs like a Mangan sumo.
Monsoon was, yes, more than enough because Okazaki is dealer.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit more than a 10-point difference. It'd be an 8-point swing if they just switch, if Okazaki was just put to negative. So right now it's 18.
And
an
8-point swing, or wouldn't that be a 5-point swing? Because he would.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, wait, for -1. Yeah, right. So he needs more than that, actually. Minus.
Our current confusion is coming from the fact
right
that
now
yes.
Can you just let me speak for a second
Oh,
instead
sure.
of keep interrupting me? It's an 18.5-point difference right now. It would be if -5 and +4. So a 9-point difference? A 9-point swing? Hisato would get an extra. Okay, so if Okazaki went negative, he would only have 15.7 instead of right now 19.7.
That's right.
And Hisato would get an extra 4 points, so he'd have 5.2. So they have about a 10-point difference, just over a 10-point difference. So what I said before was correct. Mangan sumo would be enough, and it has to be Mangan sumo, I think. There's no like more detailed conditions for him. Hisato's looking for Mangan sumo. Anyone else needs a bit more. Uchi, I think the Hanemon. The Hanemon would get him into positive territory plus some extra points for the Uma. So 7.5. Going from the beginning. It's a little bit easier for me to calculate from the starting standings. I don't know why. Like the current placements make it really confusing for me. So when they started.
Yeah. I see what you're saying there. Yeah. Because he was only 12.1 points.
No, only 8. Like 7.6 away from Okazaki at the beginning of the game. Beginning of this game. So that means if he is ahead of Okazaki by like 6 points.
Well, yeah, and of course, if he draws his winner, Okazaki goes negative.
So Hanemon sumo would be also enough. It's
probably enough, yeah. And Hanetsumo, does it push Hisato down enough? I think Hisato is still safe.
No, Hisato is only plus 1.2 right now total. Hisato is minus 24.1. So if Uchi.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Uchi started with 7.5, so if he gets any positive score, then he beats Hisato. I think it has, as long as he has 30,000.3, 30,300. Yeah, then he beats Hisato. So Haneman Sumo would be plenty for Uchikawa.
And that's the same for Masuda, I guess, then?
Masuda was...
He started out better. Oh, no.
13,
Actually,
12.6 points away at the beginning of the game. And now he's much further away, but he has to be... So at the end of the game, he has to be 13.6 ahead of Okazaki. And you can include the Uma in there, so as long as he's positive and Okazaki's negative, that's going to be at least in this case an 8-point difference. Yeah, so he has to be 5,000 ahead of Okazaki. Hanemon Sumo would probably do it, yeah. And Mangan...
Because Okazaki is dealer.
Mangan just might do it as well.
Not sure that. Oh, well, all right. Here's another bamboo.
Yeah,
thinking about the... oh, another Dorda Mariato. Wow.
26.6.
Files are not making it easy.
13.6. Mangan Sumo might be just a few hundred
Yeah, I feel like,
but
I think Mangan was not quite
close.
enough.
If there's a reach stick on the board, I think probably.
Let's see that come out from Okazaki just to make it a game.
It could come out from Uchikawa.
It could come out from Masuda. If he gets to Senpai with all pairs,
Masuda
he's
puts out
going to
his
need
own
the
reach stick, then that does not give him an extra
oh, yeah,
reach
that's a good
stick.
point. Yes.
It would have to be...
He doesn't get to count that twice.
Sato or Uchikawa. Misato might put out a reach stick.
Masuda running out of time. He's got to go for the Chitoi Doradora. If he draws his winner, he's good, except that there is only 1 6 left. We can see 2 of them in Hisato's hand already. Uchi perhaps starting to read the writing on the wall. Hisato 1 away from ready with Mentan Pin Doridori.
I think a Mangan or Hisato would not be enough if it comes from Masuda or Uchi. It has to come... Yes, Tomorrow has to come from Okazaki.
Has to push Okazaki negative. For Hisato, we can see one of the 6s he wants here. I think Uchi is probably realizing he has to give up. There's just not enough time for him to get there. Excuse me. Still no Tenpai for Hisato. I think Okazaki's giving up. Here's another one of the 9s that Hisato needs. So Hisato is drawing thinner and thinner. Here's another one of the 6s that Hisato needs. Hisato's path to victory getting thinner and thinner. Maybe if he can get one of those Sozu to pile up, he can reach, or he can get a triple there instead of one of these runs with 3, 6, 9. Because, man, the 6 9s have just gone elsewhere instead of Hisato's hands. Oh, No, cheese definitely not enough. Oh, and this is not the Crazy America rules where you can cheat from across the table either.
We used those for the fan meetings on the tour,
Right.
which was super fun.
That was a cool story. Still no help for Hisato. He's one away from ready with a massive hand, but we can see that the tiles that he needs are going elsewhere. Oh, another Dorda. Hold on to it. So we now know that Masuda has no path to victory. And man, is it getting close to the end here for Hisato. The triple of the twos of characters does nothing for Masuda. And Hisato has no more draws. After this, he cannot possibly reach. And he doesn't get Tempai anyway. And that is all she wrote. Nobody is even Tempai for Okazaki to worry about throwing into. And that ends it all. Okazaki is the winner of the third Ranma.
Congratulations, Keigo Okazaki. What
And really,
a table to defeat.
Yeah, no kidding. So it runs into some big names and has no problem with them. And I felt like he really mixed it up. Like interesting, like pulling his punches in some places, and then interesting, like, what? This is the where attack here? And the rare smile from the winner. You gotta love that. Way to go. Got to cheer that on. More cheering for smiling as the winner of the game. Love to see happy winners. Yeah, so the Ranma is that's a once a year thing or a twice a year thing?
The Ranma is only once a year.
I got. Wonder if I've missed my chance for that.
Ranma? It's
yeah.
This is the under 49.
Oh, I missed my chance for that like 5 years ago. Oh yeah. Start paying attention to line again. Figure out when my opportunities to compete are.
There is, I think they did start in like over 51, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that supposedly happening. I think you told me that was going to happen, and then I keep not paying attention to line.
All right, and the fourth place player here at this Ranma final was Chikawa.
Oh, okay. You're putting in the Japanese commentary here.
Nobody else can. We can hear it, but they cannot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we can kind of interpret what the interview was, but the big last place in game 2. I thought he did a good job, like using what he got. And he had to. It was all about who got first place in the last game. He felt like.
Yeah, it did really come down to pretty close at the end. Everybody had a shot. None of the old only Yakuman.
Yeah, he said he felt like he played pretty well. It was just Fujishima says he was unlucky when he dealt into that 12,000. But the middle 7-mon draw was so good. And that definitely did stand out.
Yeah, very really fine aggressive play. A lot of players might have said, well, it's not a great weight. Drawing it still, or even taking it from another player, does still get me into first place. Play conservatively and just take that first place. That was not the path he chose. Aggressive play did get him in a good spot going into that last game. But man, that getting into that good spot put him as the first dealer, and then blam, instantly straight to negative points. And then even further to negative points. Skali sama deshita. Ouch.
Oh, Ryuichi Masuda, 3rd place. Got pretty close to first place. He was in first place many times, even throughout the day. He was happy with his balance, the balance in his play. And it's the 3rd game when Uchikawa went on a run, kind of got in his way. There are some spots where he thought that maybe he should have reached instead of while he was dealer. Maybe played a little bit too timidly in that spot.
Yeah, certainly.
He did. It was a Tsumogiri reach. He said he should have maybe reached immediately instead.
Right. Hisato did that a few times, and it worked out pretty well for him. Certainly in the second half of the final table. And yeah, like after it worked out well for him, I thought that Masuda would have followed suit with the same kind of reach. Maybe he felt like that play had been used up. Oh, certainly always hard to tell in the moment. Once the play you once the play you did choose doesn't work out, it's a lot easier to say, yeah, I guess I should have chosen a different route.
There were lots of chances, and it's just those small little edges, and also like different luck. Like dealing in with the 4-pin was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was reached. There was nothing he could do in that situation, and Isato definitely wasn't even waiting for that Dora when he reached, right? So, or until much later after the reach, he had a different weight and ended up changing it. But
there was quite a long way around for Hisato to end up waiting for the Dora, and certainly at any point, a lot of other conservative players would probably have given up the hand
Yeah.
to the Oya reach there. Masada just happened to be up against that aggression.
Oh, this is his 7th final table. He's really sorry to all the people who have supported him in those 7 final tables that he's still a bridesmaid and not a bride. But he'll try and have a better result, better report on future final tables. In 2nd place, Hisato Sasaki. You were
Massive
so
comeback for
close,
sure.
yeah. So close to getting 1st place. He has a lot of regrets.
Really? What are we saying he did
Oh,
wrong?
shh, shh, shh.
Uh,
He just said it, but I couldn't hear it.
Oh, sorry.
He was going for Sanshoku too much. It's a really difficult position. It's something about the reach. I'm not sure if he said he shouldn't have reached or he should have reached, but he had a really rough start. But then you'd made a great comeback. You didn't even have one win during the 1st game.
Oh, I had forgotten that.
It was a rough battle. It showed
Yeah,
off
certainly.
his. Oh, go ahead.
Certainly, at the end of the 2nd game, he was alone in pretty deep negative territory.
But so they said everybody was thought he had lost it in the 1st game or 2, but then the 3rd and 4th games.
Yeah, that is the characteristic Hisato battle.
So if he was going to maybe should have given up on the 4-5. And that when he went for the 7-8-9 Sanshoku, he could have gone for all pairs instead, and maybe could have gotten rid of the 4-5 instead. I think that sounds like his biggest regret, that he played that hand, in his opinion, poorly. But the commentators are saying that it was just really difficult decisions.
This was the hand where he reached with the 4-5 weight as dealer.
It was the one where he was going for the 7-8-9 Sanshoku. I'm not sure what the weight was there. I think, yeah, as dealer, he could have gone for all pairs, but decided to go for the Sanshoku instead.
Okay.
It was maybe it was the last hand. Wait, no. Yeah, I think it was the very last hand he could have gone for all pairs. Because he was trying to get the conditions that he needed, so he was going for a 7-8-9 Sanshoku, but he could have gone for all pairs, so maybe he should have started with the 4-5 discard in the Sozu, and also could have gone for like an outside hand. Or for all pairs, but it was the very last hand. It's hard to have only a regret about the very last hand because he played so well until then. So.
And here is our champion. So that was his first. This was his first title. Is that what she said? Just saying that Sato has so many titles that didn't even mention how uneventful this was for him.
Is there a message for all the people watching? So there's too many people I want to thank. Wait, who did he say?
I missed it.
There's a hand where he did like a kariten waiting for a tonki wait. He just decided to like fold in game in like turn 3.
Yeah. I feel like there were a few of those that was just like, what? And then, I mean, which, it's certainly a viable strategy, but then in the other situations where he didn't do that, you're like, what? This is the now attack? Really mixed it up.
Yeah.
And yeah, it probably made other players think, like, what is going on over there?
I think so. He's saying that it was a situation where he thought that the other 3 would really be aggressive in that particular hand, and so he didn't want to hold on to dangerous tiles at all. So it's it's rough. So I don't really remember any of your specific wins in the game, but um, but uh, so Fujishima is saying like you with so many like final table appearances, it's actually quite rare to win like your first time at a final table. So you did a really good job like taking advantage of this opportunity. But a lot of your decisions were really like left an impression. But the point was that you were able to determine which hands that you would be able to win and which ones you wouldn't, and make sure to actually win those hands, which is probably the most difficult thing to do in Mahjong, I think. Because a lot of times when you end up dealing in it, it's when you think you're going to win a hand and you can't, and somebody else wins it. So, but thank you everybody for watching. And Like, there's no way that anybody would have expected me to win against these 3 opponents.
He was definitely up against some
This is
big
a
names.
really strong table. And I'm glad that I was able to have this opportunity and also to win. All right. So congratulations on winning the 4th ever Ranwa event. Of course, this was a few years ago. But great showing by Keigo Okazaki. And thank you, everybody else, for watching as well. Next week, we'll have a whole new tournament that we will start out with.
Exciting.
Yeah, stuff to say. Vote for Garth. Everyone get that Konami Station app on your computer, on your whatever, phone. I think you can actually play on the phone even. Maybe I was playing on the phone. I can't remember, but you can play Konami Station. Get the app and you can vote for Garth in the popularity contest. We got to get Garth up to within the top 10 so he can try and defend his
Defend my title.
Yeah, as the most popular Janshi. Or the number 1 Janshi. Number 1 Janshi.
Number 1 Janshi at New Year's.
Anywho, we will be back next week, and also we will come up with a schedule over the next couple months where we can also stream some of those final table games that we're allowed to, of course, behind the paywall. So if you want to prep for that, make sure you become a, what's it called, a JPML superfan in the membership here on the YouTube channel. But thank you, everybody, for watching. I'll be back with Skibon International, our podcast tomorrow on the Mahjong Jenn channel. And we have the first session of the Sankei Shimbun Cup this week as well, streaming on Thursday and Friday, U.S. time. So thank you, everybody. For Garth, I'm Jen. See you next time.